In 2026, choosing an AI assistant is less about finding one universal winner and more about matching strengths to your workflow. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Grok increasingly overlap, but their ecosystems, interfaces, reasoning styles, and specialist tools remain meaningfully different. ChatGPT is the broadest all purpose package combining conversation, web search, deep research, data analysis, image creation, voice, memory, projects, apps, and agentic computer control. Its central advantage is having many mature capabilities accessible through one familiar interface. The latest ChatGPT lineup centers on GPT 5.6, with the flagship Sol model gradually reaching eligible paid plans. OpenAI describes Sol as designed for demanding coding, research, science, cybersecurity, design, and computer use tasks, while Luna targets faster everyday conversations. ChatGPT can search for quick current answers or conduct slower, multi source investigations through deep research. Agent mode goes further by navigating websites, using connected information, working with files, creating deliverables, and performing supervised actions through a virtual computer. For programmers, ChatGPT combines conversational development assistance with Codex, which can inspect repositories, modify files, run commands, and complete delegated engineering work. This makes ChatGPT particularly versatile when a project moves between research, planning, implementation, testing, and documentation. ChatGPT also handles images, spreadsheets, presentations, PDFs, charts, and voice conversations within the same broader environment. Its projects and memory features help maintain instructions and context, although availability, usage limits, and supported tools still differ considerably between subscriptions and managed workspaces. That breadth is also ChatGPT's complication, because its model picker, modes, apps, agents, and plan specific limits can feel fragmented. Users must understand whether they need fast conversation, extended reasoning, deep research, codex, or agent mode before receiving the best result. Claude takes a more focused approach built around careful writing, complex reasoning, long documents, coding, and sustained knowledge work. Claude Opus 5 targets demanding agentic and enterprise tasks, while Sonnet 5 balances frontier capability with greater speed and scalability. Claude's communication style is often especially useful for editing, summarizing, analyzing arguments, and maintaining a coherent tone across substantial documents. Rather than surrounding the conversation with countless modes, Claude generally emphasizes thoughtful collaboration and strong instruction following inside a comparatively restrained interface. A defining Claude feature is artifacts, which places substantial outputs beside the conversation in a dedicated workspace. Users can build and refine documents, code, visualizations, interactive tools, and shareable applications without losing the discussion that produced them. Claude Research performs iterative web searches, investigates different angles, and synthesizes cited findings for paid users. Claude can also connect with workplace services, allowing supported plans to retrieve relevant context from email, calendars, cloud documents, team conversations, Microsoft 365, and development platforms. Claude Code is one of Claude's strongest differentiators for developers because it works directly in terminal-based workflows. It can understand code bases, edit files, run tests, use development tools, and delegate substantial engineering tasks while preserving project context. Claude Co-work expands that agentic approach beyond programming by letting Claude work with local files and desktop tools. Computer use can navigate on-screen interfaces, but Anthropic still describes portions of these capabilities as beta or research previews, so reliability and availability should not be assumed. Claude's models support exceptionally large contexts, with Sonnet 5 and the widely released Fable 5, supporting up to 1 million tokens through the API. That makes Claude compelling for enormous repositories and document collections, although large context never guarantees perfect recall or reasoning. Claude's main limitations are usage restrictions, plan dependent tools, and a smaller consumer ecosystem than ChatGPT or Google. It can also be overly cautious, spend longer reasoning than necessary, and produce convincing but incorrect claims, including fabricated quotations or outdated information. Gemini is strongest when AI must connect naturally with Google's ecosystem and understand many media types. The Gemini app handles text, images, audio, video, documents, and code while integrating increasingly deeply with Android Search Workspace and Google services. Gemini 3.6 Flash is Google's current efficient workhorse for coding, multimodal tasks, and knowledge work. Gemini 3.5 Pro remains delayed as of August 2026, leaving 3.1 Pro and Deep Think important options when maximum reasoning matters more than speed. Gemini's deep research creates multi source reports, while Canvas provides a workspace for drafting documents, building applications, making slides, and editing code. Gems let users configure reusable specialists or mini apps, offering a concept similar to custom assistants available in competing platforms. Gemini Live delivers natural voice interaction with camera and screen understanding, making it especially useful on mobile devices. Instead of describing an object interface or surroundings and text, users can show Gemini what they see and discuss it conversationally in real time. Google's multimodal advantage extends into generation through its image, audio, and video model families. Gemini can create and edit imagery, generate speech, work with video, and surface richer visual responses, while Canvas turns some answers into interactive experiences rather than static text. For Google Workspace users, Gemini's biggest advantage is proximity to Gmail, Docs, Drive, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, and Meet. It can summarize communications, draft documents, analyze files, and assist inside familiar applications, reducing the need to transfer context between unrelated services. Gemini's weakness is product complexity across the Gemini app, Workspace, AI Studio, Search, Android, and different subscription tiers. Capabilities may arrive unevenly by region, account type, device, or plan, while the delayed flagship model makes Google's current hierarchy less straightforward. Google also explicitly warns that Gemini can hallucinate and present inaccurate statements as facts. Its connection to Google Search can improve freshness, but source matching and double checking tools do not eliminate errors, weak sources, or misleading interpretations. Grok distinguishes itself through immediacy, direct access to public posts on X, a conversational personality, and tightly integrated media generation. It is particularly attractive for breaking stories, online reactions, cultural trends, and topics developing faster than conventional search indexes. Grok 4.5 is SpaceX AI's recommended general model for chat, coding, reasoning, agentic tasks, and knowledge work. Grok's consumer experience combines real time web and X search voice file analysis, memory coding, image generation, video generation, and shareable conversations. Its strongest comparative feature is Live X integration, which exposes discussions, eyewitness posts, announcements, and public sentiment with minimal delay. That speed can reveal emerging information before polished reporting appears, but it also exposes Grok to rumors, manipulation, and low quality commentary. Grok Imagine generates and edits images and produces short videos from prompts or reference pictures within the conversation. The platform also offers low latency voice, camera understanding, multilingual voices, a writing canvas, and multi agent reasoning for dividing complicated questions into parallel investigations. In 2026, Grok expanded toward productivity through scheduled automations, large agent workflows, and integrations for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Google Workspace. These additions make it more than an X companion, although the ecosystem remains newer and less established than its largest rivals. Grok's personality is generally more informal, humorous, and willing to engage with provocative subjects than the other assistants. Some viewers will find that refreshing, while professional users may prefer the more measured defaults of Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT for sensitive communications. XAI acknowledges that Grok can provide inaccurate or inappropriate information, partly because publicly available training material may itself be misleading. Real time access does not automatically establish truth, and X posts require especially careful evaluation during emergencies, elections, conflicts, or rapidly changing events. Across everyday conversation, all four tools can draft text, explain concepts, analyze uploaded files, write code, search online, and reason through problems. Their differences emerge most clearly when the task depends on a particular ecosystem, interface, information source, or specialized agent. Choose ChatGPT for the widest integrated toolbox and flexible movement between research, creation, analysis, and action. Choose Claude for long form thinking, polished writing, enormous context, coding, and sustained collaboration where a calm, document centered experience matters more than consumer integrations. Choose Gemini when your work lives in Google products, when mobile camera assistance matters, or when deeply multimodal understanding is central. Choose Grok when immediate web and X awareness, a less formal personality, and fast conversational image or video creation outweigh concerns about source quality. The final lesson is that model intelligence alone should not determine your choice, because subscriptions, usage limits, privacy controls, integrations, and regional availability shape the real experience. None is consistently best, and every provider advises verifying important answers despite increasingly capable search and reasoning tools. If you learned something, leave a like. And tell me in the comments what topic we should cover next. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay curious.